Focus.
So focus. All right, my hands are cold. I'm sorry. A little frosty.
A little bit.
Frosty.
It's okay.
I guess in the video I'll be narrating saying, hey, I normally start with warming up my hands. I place it right at the side of their chest to let them know what we're going to work on. I squeeze their shoulders. I go to the arms, warm them up, butter them up, just like some bread. Get that money.
Yeah.
You're always buttering somebody up. You're good at that.
Am I? And it comes naturally. I didn't even take lessons. Maybe it just comes from fending for yourself since an adolescent. Because I don't have anyone to lean on. So I feel like I'm always begging for help. It's exhausting though, having, just the stress of having to ask and beg for help all the time. It's stressful.
At any time, let me know if it's too much pressure. I'm just showing it lean in. And there's no grabby. There's no going way below the nipple line, all that good stuff. And you're basically stretching out the platysmal muscles, chest muscles, upper fibers. And take a deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Not too much pressure. Everybody thinks a breast massage is always on the breast. I'm like, no, pectoralis major and minor. They go right into the arms. They literally to the side. You gotta go to the side. Do your thing, just go to the top. But we all think that though, even in school I did too. There's always a rib cage attached, so you can't go too hard. Hurt somebody.
Oh,
hurt.
Just a little tight in the area.
What is going on?
It's tight.
It's supposed to feel good.
I feel like my back, my traps, my rhomboids, all of that stuff is just all glued down.
Yeah, it is.
It's tight.
I can feel it. I know it's all hurt a little bit.
It's all connected. It's all tight. It's tight on the front, tight in the back.
That's right. Like I said, everybody's thinking you gotta grab up from it. No, this shit is attached. You got serratus anterior, pec major, pec minor, a little bit of lats. This what's on the side as well. Hooks right on into the. So that it all affects breast tissue, men and women. And you have your deltoid anterior side connects into a little bit of the as well.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
You can get that out. No, you don't have to. I mean, you can. The ringing won't bother you.
Nope, I'm gonna voice over everything. It's a little painful sometimes. And our rib cage, our intercostals, those muscles in our inhale muscle, so intercostals, exhale, it's externals. And those get jammed up all the time. And you can mimic chest pain or I'm like, no, I'll just be rib cage. But it's the same area though. You'd be thinking, oh, I'm going through a heart attack. I'm like, no, you might have just a fractured rib, depending on what you do.
Yeah.
I'm like, man. Get an x-ray and like, oh yeah, it's a hairline fracture. I'm like, yeah, fractures hurt like fuck. It feels like a heart attack. Because you can't even breathe in. You're thinking like, oh, something's wrong. Like, no, it's not your heart, trust me. If it was your heart, your ass would be sitting down. You don't even want to do anything. You just want to go to the hospital. You'll know when you have a fucking heart attack, trust me. Ain't no mistake in that shit.
What you say?
You said like baby.
I beat his butt this morning. I didn't really beat him. I yelled at him. I did scold at him though. I woke him up because he was sleeping and they had no light. Them little baby things and all that. I was like, oh my God. Like they don't the children don't think enough to think like, oh, she has these things sitting here with this light on it. Maybe I should leave this alone. No, he just unplugged it, and God only knows what time he did it, because I was out early. I was knocked out. I didn't even notice till like 3 in the morning when I woke up. Oh my gosh. But as a child, would you have done, I would have left it alone.
I would have left it, yeah, because
like, it was a light sitting directly on it. Like, really? Yeah. Why would you do that? It was just like a little, light that you just clamp on, just so they're getting a little light till I figure out what I'm doing. I need another thing. I was like, are you serious? I said, dude, you really plugged in your computer and just took their light away? That's like turning off the oxygen to the fish tank.
Yeah. We don't know sometimes.
Yeah, he did that once before. I have a 200-gallon fish tank. I look, I'm like, damn, I don't hear the filter moving at all. I look over there. The fish is sitting there near the surface. Like, because, they get their oxygen with the movement in the water. They need that water moving.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. He almost killed the fish. I'm like, you got to stop unplugging things. Oh, my gosh.
Baby girl.
These kids are oblivious.
Video games. And
that's all he cares about. Yeah. Video games and more video games. There's a place in College Park called Pandora's Cube. It's a video game store in College Park. It's been there since I was little.
Really?
It just used video.
Oh, okay. I looked that up.
I think it's Pandora's Cube. It might be Pandora's Box, whatever. But it's just old video games. And he's trying to go. His birthday's on December 12th. I'm like, don't you have enough?
Like he's a December
12th.
Wow, I think I'm at.
A Sagittarius.
So he'd be 9 or 10?
What are you? Oh my God. He'll be 10. Oh my God, no.
He's getting up there.
In the double digits.
Yeah.
That's a big deal, 10.
Just 2 more years
Yeah, I didn't really think about it.
The teenage life.
Kyle's about to be 12. And they makes me sad.
Wow, okay.
It makes me very sad, actually.
No, it's a good thing because they're getting older. You'll be an empty nester one day.
I'm gonna adopt some more. I'm just gonna adopt one. I'm gonna adopt one. Start over. That's so sad. They're getting so big. I damn sure ain't carrying one. I damn sure ain't carrying one.
It's a little pressure. So a lot of people are thinking, oh my God, I thought you were going to do this and that. No, you're basically just softening up the tissue around the breast area to take off pressure, because there's so many restrictions we have in our body, and that main muscle's hurting. But the reason why that main muscle's hurting, because all the junctions or other muscle fibers or ligaments are pulling on that main muscle that's hurting, and it's not hurting at all. It's hurting only because now, like back muscles. Back muscles hurt the worst because there's really only three: the longissimus, the oh God, rectus. Good God, hold on. Why do I forget my back muscles? Oh my Lord, Jesus! There's three main. One longissimus, the one that runs from your spine, cervical area, all
the QL.
No, those are lower. Okay, those are lower back muscles. I'm talking about the three main ones that keep us erect. Erectus, spinae group. Jesus. There's one more. Right, semispinalis. But there's three. They're all together. So there's three main one that arches our back, that keeps our posture up, basically. But if those three get affected by your rhomboids or your scapula or the other lower muscle like your QL, and everything's pulling on the area, your thoracolumbar fascia, that longissimus muscle or the back muscles may not even be affected at all. They're hurting because they're saying, I'm getting pulled on by other motherfuckers. So you need to release everybody so we can all get back on the same fucking page. That's all that your muscles are really, really telling you. The only reason why muscles hurt you individually is if you bump into something like bruise, football hit or something like that, punch, kick, of course. Then that muscle, oh yeah, I got punched. So okay, that's a different type of injury. But low back pain is normally from some other fucker that's fucking around the body that needs to be reset or fixed. Your spine that is hurting all the time, it could be your vertebrae that's out of alignment. It's on a nerve. And it's just pinching the shit out of a nerve. It has nothing to do with the muscle. It's just the nerve pain. Like, oh my God. And that's nerve pain. Nerve pain is the worst. Muscle pain, you'll know. It's like every time you try to even contract or move, like, ow, that's muscle. But whenever you're sleeping and not doing anything, that's nerve pain. Because it's sitting on your nerve. So I'm just teaching them the differences. Like, hey, this is what we do. Even through clothes, with clothes, no clothes. Ain't nothing crazy. And sometimes it's just good to have a contact hold. Just hold. Let the pressure release. I use a foam roller all the time. I can sleep with that damn thing. Niggas older, not talking about that. It is painful, but it works. It does, but it helps. And I'm gonna move your arms just so they can see, because they probably can't see what I'm doing. So from the side, I'm going to place it almost at the armpit over my palms and grab it right underneath with these fingers. And so then they grab that rib cage. And then you move up a little bit further and get that pectoralis major. And it can feel a little hurtful, a little bit like, oh, it's a sensitive area, because it is. And maybe, I forget how many nerve endings are underneath the arms, but a lot, like millions if not billions. A little individual nerve strands. That's why it tickles so much, like underneath the arm, like, oh, tickle, tickle. It's like everybody flinches in that area. But it's good to get released, because if you're powerlifting or you're bench pressing, you need to get up underneath there. The fast twitch muscle, or what I'm doing right now, I know it kind of hurts, but it's like it kind of, the muscles don't know what to do. But when you go slow, your muscles can react to things. When you go fast, it's like, oh, what the hell are you doing?
It hurts.
It hurts, I know. Sternum can feel a little weird. Do nice rocking slow back and forth. Because sometimes when you have fingers in between, a lot of guys are like, no, no, no. Unless you know your client, the only time you should be putting fingers below or inside is if you really, really trust your client. And even then, sometimes things can go bad, depending on if they're married, depending on if they have a boyfriend. You don't want to be doing these circle motions in between somebody's breasts. I don't care if they're clothed or not clothed. Just be careful. And that's what I'll be narrating to them. Like, just because you think you got a license, it's not a license to kill. You're not James Bond. It ain't no license to just go put your hands everywhere, because you can get in serious trouble. Like that shit with Hank and all that good stuff. That ain't shit compared to somebody that gotta be like charged. Like anything sexual, you don't want. I'm trying to tell you, I don't give a fuck if you got 12 lawyers.
Yeah.
I mean, it just doesn't fucking matter. I don't care if you Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein. They niggas got millions of dollars, and look what happened to them. And yeah, they got off on a little bit of stuff, but they still went through 2 or 3 years of court battle. You don't want to go to that shit worrying if you're gonna go to jail for the rest of your fucking life. And you could have a judge like that guy who just let the dude who shot 3 people do a ride go, Kyle Rittenhouse. That judge basically said, oh, I don't give a fuck about this evidence, let the boy go.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He did, I saw that. That was
everybody's
crazy.
getting mad. They're like, oh, wait a minute, what does he have to lose? If I was his age and I had I would. I might not agree with everything he fucking does, but
what does he have to lose?
Nothing really. He's already been through. They tried to impeach him. They tried to. what the fuck else are they gonna do?
Didn't
like,
they
seriously.
impeach him though?
Technically, they did.
In the middle
but
of his presidency.
Right. It was so.
But it got thrown out.
Right. It won't take effect until like maybe following year. They just let him finish out his.
Yeah.
So it's like, dang, to impeach a president, you kind of got to do it in the first year, hopefully, the beginning of the second year. Anything after that, it's not worth it. It'll take a year to fucking get the fucker out of there. Even if you do impeach him, they don't just leave the next day. Is what I'm saying. Because then the vice president's got to step up. They got to do all this vetting and all this other bullshit. It's a lot of shit. Even Nixon didn't just walk out of presidency after Vietnam. It took a while, and then he got. But that was like a 9-year war, killed thousands of troops, and they finally impeached him. Really? But y'all had them motherfuckers in there for damn near almost a second term. You know what I mean? Y'all loved them then, but then all of a sudden, since all these troops were dying, so it takes thousands for somebody to fucking realize, oh shit, we got a problem.
Yeah.
Even COVID. Millions of people have to die just to get this vaccine. Y'all didn't have this vaccine ready. Y'all had COVID. We know about the coronavirus for 30 plus years now. Why the fuck didn't y'all have?
Yeah, I don't know.
Lysol, if you look on the back of it, even since 1980 something has said corona. It says it on the label. It says, hey, this protects against corona, whatever. It didn't say COVID-19. It was just corona something. Corona's been around for over 40 some years, but we just never had a vaccine because we've always got used to it. But this new strain, whatever the fuck it is, I'm sorry. It's crazy. So it takes all kids and women and men to die, innocent people, for them to fucking do something.
It's crazy.
Who's here?
No, is someone here now?
I think so.